Hello. We're
Hello.
talking about fear effects and stuff.
And someone is still eating on mic.
That's
me.
That's
Don't
Jake.
don't
Don't
Stop
eat on
eating on
mic.
mic.
They have a go. Like they're
No, I'm
crazy
eating
about
on
it.
mic.
People would be on YouTube would be interested in people chewing and eating the podcast, then do
Like
say
no
so.
one. No one.
I would totally make that.
The food cast.
Yeah.
I forgot to mute
But
myself.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Onto
it's like
onto this session. It's session 40.
Right. Okay,
So,
sure.
We're on session 40,
If you say so.
which is great. I double checked before session.
I knew it because my
What? What? You're muted. You
I
muted
knew
as.
that I was gonna do the recap because it's there. And he wrote on.
Cruel.
Yeah, it is cruel.
Yeah, but was Laurel 3 or 5? That's the. Because I can see it
No,
1, 2, 3.
I did it by how it's based on my Skype, which was Tyne, Halldamir, Jake, Jonas, then Manica.
Oh, it's so
I
close.
know that's how he does.
Yeah.
And,
Alright, let's do it. Woo!
Okay. Last time we went to the Underdark, and no, that's not true. Last time we were in the Underdark, and we went through the board game we kind of have.
I'll
We were.
you can look at if you want.
No, it's fine. We were pretty lucky, at least I think so. we met a leviathan. We fled from it with Bollard's magic floating boat.
Yeah.
And then we met some annoying. Oh, we met those elves, the drow. Sorry.
Drow.
From before, the annoying lady and her harem.
Kick their ass.
Yeah, we kicked their ass. Except for that one guy, he got her body and left a skeleton and teleported away. Like a sissy. What else did we do? Didn't we just go to the city, I thought?
Yeah, we just got to the city. We snooped around a bit.
Yeah,
And
oh, wait, we went to the other wall and they knew that we weren't
a
drow.
lot of skeletons as well.
Oh yeah, we met a lot of skeletons,
Yeah.
the offspring of Orcus.
Yeah, and they sucked.
And
Is this the amount of people we've killed? Like, we
Well, you
are
know.
murderers.
you
That's
killed...
all those corpses there. That's what you killed in the second half of last session.
And
Oh.
I love when these tokens just work out with the
Yeah,
skulls.
yeah, that's pretty nice.
The first half of last session and the ones before that, I also saved somewhere else.
And we have
I have not
guys on
killed
top
anyone.
of others.
Because I also have a variety of these guys that were murdered.
No. Yeah, we have 2 of those that are
That's
dead.
not murder.
It wasn't murder
I-
when they tried to eat us.
And this guy,
We didn't kill him. He almost died.
he was
We
almost
would have
dead.
if you'd let us.
And a variety of these guys.
And
There's a lot of murder.
we got through the other wall because we apparently scared them.
Well, Raphael did with like that 43 intimidation check.
Well, we got through, and we went around the city and looked for a place to sleep, and we succeeded as well.
Also, I like
Did
what
I
Sheep
miss anything?
I do like what Sheep said in chat, by the way. Level 13, and now you think you're murderers? How did you get the XP for the rest of it? Talking to people? Well, partially, but...
Story XP.
I have not
Story XP.
murdered anyone.
Yeah,
I
you've
have,
been in
I have
combat.
murdered multiple people.
I think if you went to a court of law, you would still be charged because you've been assisting combat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, this is self-defense.
Self-defense.
Not always.
Except those 2
I
poor
will-
guards that we murdered on
Can't
Zoe's behest
prove
in the
that.
park.
yeah.
That's,
Kill
I-
them now.
Nobody knows that was us. We never talk about that.
I
never
No,
been
will
those
convicted.
Sapphire
add-
Guards know. Those Sapphire Guards
Lieutenant
know.
Someone tried convicting you at one point.
I would like to add that the sound quality of the call is terrible on my end.
Do you need me to rehost it?
I think it's maybe the connection between Tina and Jonas.
Alright, let Dark do it then.
Let's Dark do it. Alright. All
Do
good silence. Yeah, there we go. Awkward silence while the call starts up again. And it's not come up for me yet. Oh, it's been doing this again. I am sorry for this. That's just plain rude. He removed me from the conversation, and I'm back. Sorry for this. And my Skype is playing up. Why is it always me left in this quiet? Not nice. Nada. Okay. Sign in. There we go.
Just happened as well.
Alright.
We'll get
I don't
screwed
think so. She's the matron of the largest house, and she is the matron of the Orcus Temple. But the city as such, is not under her complete rule.
It's
I think.
ruled by fear, really.
Yeah, and I don't think there's going to be a lot of people rushing to her rescue if something goes wrong. I think most of that house is going to sit there with arms crossed and be like, "Ha! Well, she blew up. Isn't that great?"
She's probably got her own, like, mini army, though, I'm sure.
Oh, of course she does.
Yeah,
I bet
that's what
she
we're gonna
has a daughter somewhere who's just waiting for her to snuff it.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably.
She has a
That
scheming daughter.
Yeah.
And giving a month or two, maybe Raphael could work his way in there. But
Oh!
Luckily, I got news
Our
that
daughter, that would not be a pleasant
No.
adventure for him.
luckily, I got told that some adventurers are coming, so I'm going to leave the city and wait for my dear mother to die and take control.
exactly,
Yeah,
she's I'm going out to the country, dear mother.
But
Go to
now
the
that
vacation cave.
now that we are all here, I have some information.
Oh god.
Because you were there, Dark.
I know I was there.
It went great.
When he
It's
says,
a
oh
girl.
god, everything's wrong.
It was what? No, it was hilarious.
Everything's blown
So we went out and gathered information like you all thought she should, and then some drows like, God damn it, why is that elf allowed to walk around in that house and not be killed? And I was like, what elf? And they're like, oh, you haven't heard? Oh, you must be new. There's this elf in this house and no one has killed him. I'm like, why? That's weird. It's like, yeah, I know. And then it went on and were annoyed because it was protected by the matron in that house.
Is it the house
And
Aratoth?
High Queen.
We're not gonna kill the elf.
Is it the house Aratoth?
Yes.
Because that also I heard that as well.
Well, I went to the house.
I thought we heard that in the end of the session. At the very end of
Some
the session.
Yeah,
Well,
you were wrong.
guys, I went to the house, walked up, and the guard stopped me. And I said, well, it'll be your funeral if you don't let me in. And then she walked away, and they're like, oh, wait, just go in. So I went in, and I was escorted to the room where they talk, and I left that room, followed the servants, and found out where the elf was, and I went into his room with his food. And he got really freaked out, and I had a talk with him.
Right.
And
Apparently, not all, the forces of elves who wanted to have this, what's it called? Alliance has diminished a lot. And they didn't know why, but I do, because I'm awesome. Anyway, this elf really doesn't want to be here, and I told him, well, if he wants, he can come out with us. And he's like, well, I'm kinda a prisoner here. But I heard his story, and apparently this family, Mooncatcher, wasn't that their name?
Mm-hmm.
The leader of that house is crazy. He is so angry with the revenge that he basically told this elf, if you don't go, I'll kill you. And if you come back and this alliance is not in order, you're dead. Yeah. So I told him that we're gonna finish our mission down here. And
Wait. You told him what we're doing down here?
no, I told him we had a mission here.
Okay.
I didn't tell him what. And he's like, well, it's not a surprise that you're gonna do something down here. But I went up to him, I was like, so are you prepared I pretended I was a drow all this time. I was like, so are you prepared for all the human slaves we're gonna have? And he was like, oh. It was really sad.
It's like he was giving begrudging, yeses to appease the drow.
Yeah, and he just went, yeah, that's fine.
Basically being a yes man, because...
Yeah, he was a yes man. And my sense of motive is just awesome. It's like, I know you're lying. And he's like, well, it's fine. We're just human children. And he was like breaking. But I would really appreciate if we got him with us. Because I think he is a good link to get through to this house. Get them to chill off. Besides, he really doesn't want to be here. It was go or you die. And he really didn't want to die either.
in that case, if I were him, I would just have taken a boat and sailed away. Or sailed to the Empire and be like, I know what elf is gonna go join the drow against you.
Would you be able to do that against your lord's family?
But sir, did he say that he wanted to be saved by us, or did you promise to save him?
I told him that if he wanted to get away with us, it is possible. And he's told me that he didn't know if he could because there are guards on him all the time. And I said, well, maybe when we are done with our mission, a ruckus is going to be, and maybe you can slip away. Yeah. And I gave him the Trail of Roses.
Okay.
Right.
So he can follow the roses if he does indeed get to slip away.
Okay.
But I know where he is.
But he's going, from the way it's set up right now, if you guys cause enough of a ruckus, he's going to try slipping out during the confusion, but...
Oh, we're gonna cause a ruckus, I think.
Yeah, I mean, killing the head honcho is
just,
probably gonna cause a ruckus.
It's just gonna be... I don't think we can grab him on our way out, because we're probably gonna drink that potion and just vanish, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna...
I'm gonna drink that potion and vanish, yeah. Hopefully you'll come with me.
I hope so. Yeah.
I hope so, that'd
That's
be great.
the plan, at least.
Yeah.
I just wish we could take him with us, because he is a very good person I could bring with me to the meeting and basically get him to tell what this elf has been saying.
And then there's always the other possibility that we die horribly and nothing happens.
It would be nice if we could save him somehow, but I don't see how we can easily.
If he's competent and he managed to slip away, that's what he's been promised. And I mean,
yeah,
I think we can cause a rock. If nothing else, if we manage to do this completely stealthily, at the end we can always explode the top of the tower.
Mm-hmm. load anyway, right? If we grab the wand and sort of just
Probably.
derail the ritual. I
Well,
don't know what's gonna
I
happen.
do have
It
sending.
might be load bearing.
I do have sending, and I do know his name and face.
Okay.
Like, that's actually a good question. If it turns out to be load bearing and this whole city is going to collapse,
Would we care?
but there are so many innocent people in here.
There are a lot of incidents.
That's true, but there are more drow.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But
It's I mean it's a grim calculation. Do we save the dragons and the Empire by stopping the ritual and potentially dooming these people?
The dragons and I mean, we have to stop the ritual because
Yes.
they will be completely messed up if we don't. Yeah. And then I guess further harm. It depends on who stands by the controls.
Mhm.
Well, what's in there?
Yeah,
Probably
we
has
don't
some-
know.
What should
But yeah, my suggested approach to the group is we go to the Cave of Spiders, we find the waterways, and we use that to assault the temple through the toilet.
That was indeed what was laid out last time.
Yeah.
No one's surprised I could just walk into this drow house and.
I think it's like a big cave full of mud spiders. I don't
No,
think.
no, I'm
she's
talking
referring to how
about
she managed to get into House Aratar?
how I managed to get into a freaking house.
But Zoe is like a goddess, right? She can talk her way into anyone.
Her diplomacy is pretty damn good. It's true.
It is,
She can do.
And it,
but I just found it hilarious.
there may have been a certain charisma check on the door to get in.
I got in through the door, got a meeting with a matron I don't even know who he is. I know nothing about
I will remind you, the guards mistaked you for someone else who was coming because when you said like, "Oh, you'll be paid off," that they were like, "Oh shit, is that her guest that was coming?" Oh god.
Well, I found it hilarious that I just walked in and walked
Which
out.
also means you ruined someone else's meeting.
I did.
alright, so
It was
the
fun.
idea is to cave spiders, kill some spiders, dry stuffs, and go up the toilet, yeah?
That at least sounds like the most action-heavy plan, and also the plan that is doable within a foreseeable time frame, which is nice.
Because you could try the very slow, are we going to try taking this entire cave down on top of the building?
Or like it's like explosive lined everywhere. Or like slave uprising and like rival drow families fighting or whatever. But
Let's just go
they're
through
gonna
the
do
toilet.
that anyway, right?
I mean,
Right?
can you cause enough big enough of an uprising in the duration you have, which is like just over a month?
If given enough time, like the slaves want to rise, most likely, or they don't. In which case they won't, no matter what we do. And if given the opportunity with enough chaos, they probably will. The drow families want to fight each other, and if given basically whatever's keeping this place stable is what we want to take out.
Yeah, we're going to take out the support that holds this whole thing up, and we
We know drow. They descend into crazy chaos and murder.
Once they have nothing to be afraid of, they're going to fight each other to the death.
Or when they have enough to be afraid of.
I mean, there is a point.
We're gonna leave that throne nice and empty.
When you have a tiny bit of fear, you fight each other. When you have tons of
Grab
fear,
the
from
magic.
like
The
overwhelming,
throne is going to be forsaken.
there is a lot of forsaken thrones in this game.
Are we gonna kill the leader though? Or are we just gonna grab the wand? If we have the
If
the
we have
leader
the
isn't there, the wand's just laying there. We
then we
grab
take
it.
the wand and leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's too risky otherwise.
Yes. If we can get the wand without killing the leader, that's what we do. The wand is the main target.
Objective.
Everything else is secondary.
They can
taking-
invade the surface at least. I mean, they can try, but we have seen what they need to go through.
Yeah. And the matron, if we can take her out, great. But that is
She probably has a clone laying somewhere or something. Anyway.
maybe drown the weird science.
So this should be fun.
If only I had the scythe with me.
That would be indeed a way to make sure they can't resurrect.
Mm-hmm.
Or the orb, we could blow it up in here, the box. Then all their magic would stop working
I
forever.
don't think we need to use a nuke. I just needed to reap her soul. I mean,
Think.
Then, like we're failing. The ritual is going through.
Oh,
Well,
sure.
vroom.
exactly.
There we go.
Throw the box
Done.
at the ritual.
Done. There's
Just-
no magic anymore.
Oh, you're
Taking all
making a
of it.
huge magical vortex ritual thing. Well, have this box. Hold this. Just, oh God!
And reverse the current of the vortex.
And then just everything implodes.
You're shooting all the drow into Orcus' realm.
I like
Pretty
it.
horrible as well.
Yeah, we should have brought the box now I think of it,
Yeah,
actually.
these crazy.
Why didn't we think of that?
Unfortunately,
We had the ring. I mean,
You also remember of course, the box cannot be teleported, so
point the ring at the woman, and then poof, he's eternal damnation.
well,
No, she hasn't sworn the
she
sacred
never swore
oath to
herself.
the Empire and throne, so it doesn't work. It only works for like high treason.
Which what this is an act of war, not high treason.
Yeah.
I like how it's like. I guess that he was very lawful to make that sort of distinction.
Mm-hmm.
If a subject declares war after having committed high treason, when there is no longer a treasonous act, because war has been openly declared, then the ring shall not function.
It's about breaking your oath to the throne, like your oath of fealty. If you break that, then you can be subjected to the ring or bracelet.
Oh yes, the bracelet. The ring is something different. The ring is the spell breaker.
But most people only like the people who swear that oath to the throne are like the high nobles. So it's a way of keeping them in check, basically. Yeah. Normal people haven't sworn anything, so they can't be affected by it.
Your subjects.
Yep.
Whether they will it or not. That's where
So-
you get like American thing of swearing allegiance.
I mean, you're born into a country, so yeah, you're part of this country whether you want it or not. I mean, you can leave certainly.
We are all here.
So you're going. So confirm you're going Spider Cave.
Spider cave for
we
the
have
toilet.
no better ideas, so I guess yes.
I mean, charging the front door is always an idea.
That's probably the least.
I mean, this is basically charging the back door.
Yeah,
We
we're
shot- literally shot-
literally.
I mean,
charging-
why do we go into when we meet people in there? Why are we going into the spider cave? Why do people generally go into the spider cave?
We love spiders.
Are you silk harvesters, perhaps?
Let's actually go.
No,
first.
the mistress of our house loves spiders, and no more questions will be answered.
Exactly. She regards them as
We
divine
love
beings,
spiders.
and she wants to say her worship or something to them. And exactly, no more questions.
Shut up.
If you do, I'm gonna
Very
cut your
very
fucking throat.
private thing for our house.
Mhm.
The spiders.
Yes,
No one can see. No one can be around.
she's called the storm spider in house, so to speak. So you know.
Very well. You will approach on the far side of the cave a large metal door built into the side of the rock. On it, the depiction of a spider drawn. A small tower reaching out from the rock looks from it, and as you approach, you kind of see a small little head poke itself over the top. A goblin head.
What?
We ignore the goblin head. In any way.
It's seemingly watching you as you approach the closed iron gate.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, if the gate doesn't open, then Raphael will shout up. The mistress of House Argol, the glorious and dark Lady Celine, demands entrance into the spider caves.
How's
Open this door this instant, you sniveling idiot!
But I was told not to open it. Yeah.
He glares up at him. Do you dare defy me?
Would you like to do an intimidate check with that?
Yes.
Try and frighten the goblin into submission from the top of the tower. Okay. The goblin immediately runs off with a ah! A few moments later, you hear a crashing sound, almost like that of someone falling down a large shaft.
Raphael sort of smiles to them and shrugs. Sorry.
As that comes down, Laurel simultaneously hears the sound of mechanisms turning, as if he might have landed on the opening mechanism for the gate.
That's fine.
As the gate slides up about 9 feet high.
All right.
It's through.
Old sneers, because that's how drow smile.
Exactly. We'll sneer as we go in.
When they grin, it's actually.
As you go through, you can also confirm, looking at the building to the side of it, you see a bunch of goblins now, like looking, trying to drag away a now unconscious goblin with gear stuck in him.
Mm-hmm. Raphael will wave to us. Close the gates, you idiots!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One of them slowly starts cranking the gate mechanism.
Raphael
one of
sighs.
The one at the back is very Deprover's plug.
One moment.
Plug!
That's the leader. All right. Well, let's.
We're
Is
now
there
in a
like
very eerie cave of spiders, lit up by mushrooms. The entire room is covered in thick layers of silk. So much so in some places that it becomes a walkway of silk.
Okay. So.
This is a bit of a maze.
Water
actually.
supply.
I know. If Zoe uses find the path to the...
Water supply. Raphael will grab one of the goblins. The mistress requires fresh water. Point us to a stream.
It's that way? Points towards a large section of webs scaling upwards.
Just bring it.
I bring water. I can bring water.
No, bring the goblin.
What?
He can show us the
Bring the
way.
goblin. Hold him. He'll point.
That's right.
Hold him
Do
in front of
car-
you and make him point.
Do you carry the goblin with you as basically a like GPS?
No, he walks in front of us, leading the way. I'm not gonna- I'm not gonna
Kick him
touch
every
a
now and
goblin.
again.
The spiders don't like lots of visitors.
That is fine, little one. We shall protect you. Isn't that right? Looks at the others.
He shivers slightly, looking back at his friends with a sorrow look.
He's like, I'm never going to see any of you again.
We could bring them as well, if this one expires on the way.
You notice as you say that, and you look back behind you, it's completely empty.
Yeah.
They just run.
Meh.
They're a little bit afraid of you guys.
Well, let's go.
Very well, you're taken around. I assume most of you can make a DC 10 climb check, right?
Yeah.
I can fly.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
I can fly.
Because this place is an absolute mess in places.
I think I can make a DC 10 climb check.
I mean, I'm gonna take 10 as well.
Oh,
I'm
take 10,
yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, assuming you don't have a negative to your modifier, you can do it.
Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, I can definitely do
You're
that.
not distracted right now.
I have a +5.
Unless you count a goblin as a distraction.
Why do I only have a +5?
You won't distract us for long.
As he will lead you around the maze.
Oh, armor check penalty.
As you approach into, he kind of slows down for a bit, kind of muttering to himself. The tunnel ahead, as ahead, you also see a long tunnel. There are lots of spiders. They get kind of angry if you make loud sounds.
Then why don't we not make loud sounds?
That good idea. You have wise ideas.
Yeah, I'll bet.
I don't need your comments on my ideas, little.
I'm sorry. He puts himself onto the ground, just preaching, bowing before you. Then realizing his mistake, immediately changing over to Zoe.
Right.
Groveling for forgiveness in front of her.
So we just ignored him.
Stealth checks aren't going to be a good thing, guys.
No.
How long can you hold
we
your
could
breath?
we could cast silence on a rock and carry the rock with us.
Oh, that's a
You know
good point.
silence?
I don't know silence, no.
I don't know silence.
thought-
I have nothing.
Fuck, we don't have Rith anymore.
No, Zoe. I thought Zoe had silence. Riff only had the
Yeah.
invisibility sphere. When
Well,
we
I
broke into
have
the fort.
Silence.
You know when we broke into the fort, you had that spell to make everything around us quiet.
Yeah, but that was
Silence is-
scrolls that was given to me.
Oh, those scrolls.
Silence is a level 2 cleric spell. Do oracles have spells known, or do they know all cleric spells?
Known spells.
Dang.
Does Artemis have a free level 2 spell slot today?
It hasn't prepared yet.
Free level 2 spell.
Then he hasn't prepared yet.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a point. I wanted to drop the sacrifice one just in case that we had something like this. So yeah, I do. I do.
It's
So,
a second level paladin spell.
Second level's paladin spell.
Is it?
Is it?
Silence
I don't
is,
know.
No, it's a level. It's
No.
a Bard 2
Let's see
cleric
here.
2.
No,
Oh, it's only cleric.
yeah, only
Bard
cleric.
cleric, yeah.
Anti-paladin too, also.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
apparently.
that doesn't help.
Oh yeah, I did know it on Marcus.
you
Can
want
we
to take a
make you
walk on the dark
fall
side?
this time?
Yeah, just make you
If you
forsake.
have the syringe,
You just carry that with you
You just
all
pull-
everywhere you go.
Just pulls out. some-
Inquisitors
Ah,
do,
fine.
but we don't
You
have that.
have you have the red
we make
syringe
you
for
fall
evil
and become an anti-version of yourself.
and the blue one for good. Because you can turn them back to good after that, right?
Not
Hope
yet.
so. Not
okay.
yet.
Working on that.
Haven't found the right formula yet.
Yeah, it's
Right
sugar,
now,
spice,
it
but
just
it's not,
causes.
yeah, it's sugar, spice, but you're not sure what the last ingredient is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we don't
We'll
have a
go through
silence
one
spell.
at a time. Whoever triggers them will fight them.
Alright,
Raphael goes
So-
first.
and then Artemis, and then Ballard, or
Well,
vice versa.
if you're going individually, then make me a stealth check one by one.
No, we're not going
Not
individually.
Is there
Individually, no,
room
fuck
for the
that.
flying boat?
The flying boat.
Put him in the flying boat and then pull him from the air.
You will still need to make stealth checks for a flying boat.
I can make stealth checks.
Everyone will still have to make stealth checks.
I'll make a stealth check.
We can stick him in the bag of holding. He's got good
We
constitution.
can.
right?
Hold
He
your
can hold his
breath.
Hold
Yeah.
You
That's
can
worked
hold your breath for a long time,
It
man.
has
That's
worked
true.
before. It has worked before.
It is true, but how
Um,
quickly can you get through there?
We don't know.
That's
Well, we
the
can
problem.
we can let you stick your head out to breathe, probably, without actually.
Just the
I
head
don't
out.
think he can actually. I think we have to pull him out
Yeah, I think you have to pull me out.
because he's like in extra-dimensional space with no real exit. Also, if you have something sharp on you, do not rupture it. Because you will be
Alright.
sprayed into a random location in the astral sea if it ruptures.
I would
And
tell
I do
you.
not want sharp things in my bag of holding. I tell you now.
I would tell you now. I would tell you now as a GM. That would basically be an instant kill for you.
Yeah,
We should
yeah.
probably
Put
climb
you
into that.
somewhere.
If we only had a
Yes,
secret
we'll do.
chest, we could put you in.
I only have a +3.
Put me in a secret chance.
But
Yeah,
you put
I
you in
have
there,
too.
I have the opposite of that.
And I haven't even, because I'm also encumbered.
Can you
Yeah.
make a fly check instead, maybe? Because you're not really walking; you're kind of flapping.
No, it's still a stealth check. You're trying to minimize the sound still. That's the main
Yeah.
thing.
I can promise you next level I'm going to have a solution for this problem in the future.
In the future.
But-
Okay.
Can't do now.
Right.
Okay, are we just gonna try?
There's no we can try, but Artemis is going to set it off. I can tell you that now.
Wait,
What?
Take your
Artemis, do you have Necklace of Adaption?
Yes.
Then you don't need to breathe in the bag of holding.
Just don't get in mine. You're sharp.
That's a good point. I'm
Give
not
me
sharp.
your sharp things. You have a sword. You're sharp.
Yeah, but it's in its sheath. It's not sharp in there.
Well, wait, are we gonna stuff Zoe into a bag of holding as well?
If she has a Necklace of Adaption,
No.
She can fly.
she can use mine.
Then, because he has a +3, there's no point in putting Artemis into it because
She can fly, right?
You still need to make stealth checks while flying.
No,
Jim-
Artemis cannot make stealth checks. I have a -3 thanks to my armor.
I mean,
So-
we can you just make sure you're not sharp. Zoe can borrow my Necklace of Adaption, and then we can stick them both in bags of holding and then go.
I'm not sharp, so
Actually,
long
with
as I
my
don't
stealth-
draw my weapon.
My stealth's probably not that good either, guys.
So everyone goes to the bag of holdings except for Raphael and Ross.
Mine's also only
Got a,
+3.
got a stealth bonus of 12, but I can up it to 22 for an hour.
Raphael looks over to Laurel. How did it come to this?
Okay, I have.
Arguing who to climb into a
Didn't
bag
know
of
that the
holding.
others would be so helpless.
I have.
know.
I have 0 to my because I'm encumbered. I just remembered.
Okay, alright, so Artemis, Bollard, and Zoe all jump into a bag of holding. Oh wait, Zoe doesn't have a Necklace of Adaption, does she?
Nope.
Does anyone have a big enough one?
I have one, so you can put me in my own, if you want.
I have a type 3 one.
I have a...
Mine's type 1.
I just don't want people in it. If it ruptures, I lose all my shit.
And
I'm
the
not okay
person.
with that. I have
And the
so much
person.
alchemical crap in there.
You forget you lose the person as well.
Yeah, but I
Well,
don't
yes,
think it's
but
gonna...
that's their own fault for rupturing my bag of holding.
Yeah, but I'm sure that so long as we don't draw our weapons in
They're
there,
real
we
fragile.
can't rupture.
Why don't we just fight the spiders if they attack us?
No,
Let's just go
that's
in, and then if they
possibility.
attack us, then we
If
attack them.
if they attack us, then we have to kill the goblin.
Why?
Because I'm a fucking paladin. I can't hide that in combat. I have a
Do we
glowy
need to?
sword.
Is the goblin going to be any less afraid of you?
I suppose, but
I
it
was
might-
under the impression
you know.
that we were probably going to kill this goblin anyway.
It doesn't know.
Alright.
Like, if you're a paladin and a human,
As long as you're not singing out the praises to Apsu in the middle of combat.
he won't know what Apsu means. He's
Probably
a
not.
goblin.
All right, sure.
He's a water finder.
Okay.
He's afraid of
The
spiders.
goblin has like +20 to his knowledge religion checks. He's like,
If he says anything, I'll just tell him some. I'll tell him some absurdly spooky, scary, and goblin.
I mean, it's pretty obvious to most of you that he knows how to work mechanisms. He knows probably how to like throw rocks, and he knows how to gather silk.
All right, fuck it. Let's just
That's
walk
his
in.
skill set.
Let's just walk in
as I
then.
said, Raphael is creeping in.
I mean,
Stealth check 27.
we can see if the stealth works. I mean, we could
Well.
roll really well, right?
If Raphael has made it to the other side with the goblin as well.
How far is the other side?
Let me work that out for you. That would be
Please.
220 feet.
220 feet. That's not far at all.
Is it like one big room and then a narrow entrance in the other one again?
It's basically a tunnel that is about 10 feet wide, 220 wide, 20 long.
Right.
Covered in spider silk on all sides.
A move action.
I have a question for Artemis. Is it because you're encumbered of your armor, or?
I'm not encumbered at all. It's
But
my
your armor
armor
check
check
penalty.
penalty. That's the penalty.
Okay.
You have to take it off.
You could take off your armor and walk through the spider area.
But then I'd need like another 10 minutes to put it on.
You'd probably also be pretty bad at it still, right? You don't have actually skill points. In that
I have
program.
no. Yeah, it would
X
be a flat
5.
0. It would be a flat 0 anyway. So
That probably won't do.
no, probably not.
Because that would be like a take 10 as a 10.
Yeah.
You
It'd
don't
be
gotta complete that with
Yeah.
any kind of reception.
Exactly. So
Oh well.
Okay, I can remove my own penalty with my armor, and
yeah, but the question
it
is, can
says
you make
you
the
also
stealth?
reduce the armor check penalty by by 1+1 per caster level, maximum 5.
So 5.
Okay, but then how many ranks do you have in stealth?
I have +3. I do not have any ranks.
Yeah, should come out with +3 in the end.
Right.
That would still not be good.
That won't be enough.
I'm the
I
same.
don't think.
I don't know if the stealth route's really gonna work.
No, we're
No.
just gonna have to go kill them.
Seemingly not.
I can cast invisibility. No. No, I can't.